Alright then guys, welcome back to the channel. Now if this is your first time here, please do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe and leave your comments in the section below. Tyson Fury. Can Tyson Fury knock Oleksandr Usyk out? The short answer, absolutely yes, he can. But it's not as easy as said. I think to dissect this further, we need to look at a number of things. First of all, you got to ask yourself, can Tyson Fury keep up with the pace and intensity that Oleksandr Usyk set from round one? I think in most of Usyk's fights, what has got him over the line and why he's been able to be success is that he sets such a high intensity that is hard for his opponents to keep up. And that's where he wins his fights, because he's such a fit fighter that is incredible the way he fights at the highest of intensity. So I think for any fighter to knock Usyk out, you have to be in the fight from round 1 to round 12, because he is the same fighter from round 1 to round 7. There's no drop of, intensity or work rate. He's always working, he's always moving, and he's always on your chest. So I think with Tyson Fury, has he got the ability to keep up with the same intensity as Usyk in the fight? I think that's where the questions need to be asked, because Fury is not a fighter that has that much of energy as compared to Usyk. Fury has a lot of energy in the fight, but he knows how to, take rounds off, catch his breath, and then go again. But can he do that with Usyk, given the fact that Usyk just stays consistent throughout the whole fight? And as we saw in the first fight, in the 9th round, Fury sort of, his work rate got a little bit low, and Usyk capitalized on that and teed up on him. So it is paramount that Tyson Fury, if he's going to be able to knock Usyk out, to stay in the fight, to have the same intensity as Usyk from round 1 to round 12, to be able to catch him with something. Because I don't think Fury is going to outbox Usyk in the 12-round fight. So I think his best bet is to knock Usyk out. And to do that, he has to stay with Usyk throughout the fight. He has to match his intensity, he has to match his punch output, he has to match his stamina to be able to land something to knock him out. I think the second thing we have to look at is wear and tear. Wear and tear is really, really important in this fight, because Tyson Fury has had some wars. The wars that Usyk has not had. So although Usyk is the older fighter of the two, Usyk is the fresher fighter. And I think it's two things. Number one, Fury has had a lot of wars. That Deontay Wilder fight, the second and the third fight, was incredibly taxing on Fury's body. It should have been, because if you are in there with Deontay Wilder for 2 fights, it was 3 fights, but the second and the third fight particularly took a lot out of Fury. Being knocked out about 4 times in that fight, that is going to have its toll on you. And I think that fight, those Deontay Wilder fights, they've had, a toll on Fury. And I think he hasn't got the same sort of reactions anymore. His body, his mind is not the same anymore to be able to, be in the fight and to knock Usyk out. And then secondly, Tyson Fury has not taken care of his body. Usyk is the opposite of Tyson Fury. So Usyk is a consummate professional. He keeps his weight during off-season and during, fight preparation. If you look at Usyk's fight within the heavyweight division, he's treated the division as if he has to make weight. He's always been around the 220, 225. He's always been around the same weight because he's very meticulous in the way he wants to come in, because he knows that he has to come in light and he has to use his advantages. But because he's been able to take care of his body, Usyk is always ready and he's always the fresher fighter. But Tyson Fury, on the other hand, we know what he's done. He's abused his body, drinking, going out, not living the life of a fighter. And those things catch up with you as you grow, as you get older as a fighter. And although Usyk is the older fighter, he seems like the fresher fighter. He seems like the fighter with the better work rate. That's because he's taking care of his body, and now that he's getting older, his body is basically taking care of him and responding to the things that he want to do. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, has not taken care of his body. So his body cannot do the things that it used to do. For example, back in, during the Wilder fight, the things that he'll be able to do during the Wilder first or second fight, he won't be able to do it now because he's getting older and his body is also getting older quicker than he expects. So look, it's an interesting question to ask. I think that it'll be really difficult for Fury to knock Usyk out. I think Fury needs to be intense. I think Fury needs to match Usyk's work rate. I think Fury's body needs to work with his mind, because boxing, of course, is 75 to 80% mindset, as the pros say. So Fury's mind has to work with his body to be able to cope with what Usyk will bring in the ring. But I'm not sure if Fury would be able to do that now at this point in his career. If he was fighting any other fighter, absolutely, I think Fury will knock that fighter out, or has a better chance of knocking that fighter out. For example, Fury fought Dillian White and knocked him out with an uppercut. The same uppercut that Fury caught Usyk about 4 or 3 times with in the first fight and couldn't knock Usyk out. So I don't think he's the same fighter. I don't think he will be the same fighter in the second fight. And I think those two things that are not on Fury's side will not enable him to be in the fight enough to be able to knock Usyk out. I don't think so. But of course, he could prove me wrong. This is the heavyweight division. I want to see knockout. If Fury knocks Usyk out, I'll come here, I'll hold my hands up and go, look guys, I was wrong. Fury still has it and he can do it. But I doubt it because of what he's shown me so far in his career. I want to believe it. I want to see a knockout because I think he's the bigger guy. This is his division. You can't let the smaller guy put you on the back foot, come into your division and bully you and ping you all around the ring. You need to do something. So I'm expecting Fury to come into this fight with a lot of venom, with bad intentions to hurt Usyk. But I'm not sure if he's got the capabilities. I'm not sure if he's got the mindset and the body to go, his mindset and his body to be on the same level to be able to do what he used to do. But you guys let me know what you think about this. Do you think Tyson Fury can knock Usyk out in a rematch in Saudi Arabia? Leave your comments in the section below. Like this video, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.